So just about set. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And another ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Pitch misses inside. 3-1 now. That one misses.
Outside,
so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Checks over to first. Back safely. That clips the corner. Sale, the former Gold Glove winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Sale delivers. That to right. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Anthony Santander at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. In for a strike. 0-1. And that one missing low.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Inside,
2-2.
almost got him. Springer, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Strike him out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike him out.
That misses.
Full count.
3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Pitch is in there, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In the dirt, nothing happening on the bases, though. just
Full
off
count.
the outside corner. And it's a full count.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
And they're all loaded
That's
up.
in. Ball 4.
Did miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Will Wagner.
So digging in, Will Wagner. Golden opportunity right here. Just
Ball.
missed. That one misses.
Ball.
That's 5 straight.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Hee-haw.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And that's
That's
off
in. Ball.
the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. And fouled off. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. He's under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Alejandro
That's a ball.
Kirk in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next pitch, a
Ball
slider that
outside.
misses outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And that one fouled off. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Sale ready. Out towards right center field. Kelnick settles under this one. Brings it in. And that's the third out. So the Blue Jays strand 3. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Atlanta, today's starting pitcher, Kevin Gausman. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Michael Harris II leading things off and takes a strike. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. One out, base is empty. Tapped out in front of the plate. Tosses to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside low. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, that's up.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And there's a foul ball. That's hard hit on the line. Lucas makes the grab. And the inning is over. Braves go down quickly here. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Sale back to work. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
Ball.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Here's a 2-0. Late swing, foul to the left. Misses inside, and now 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Ernie
Clement next up for the Blue Jays. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The lefty, the 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Ground ball, left side. A sliding stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
And a foul ball. Snap throw to first. Throws it away. No score here in the second.
Ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Sit him down.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here at the top of the second. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That's the third out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
There's the strike.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Just
That missed.
missed.
That's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball.
That one ripped. Nice grab.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
Marcell
That's the ball.
Ozuna in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Into center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Let's go, Ozzie.
Ozzie
That's the ball.
Albies stands in here, leaves that one off the
1
inside.
ball, no strike.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Back at Truist
Leading
Park,
off for
onto
the
the
Blue
third
Jays,
inning. And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Bichette, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
And Sale deals. And that is out of play. And now it's even up.
Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force it.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that ball is gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Anthony Santander now at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Ball one there. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
This one in the air right field. Kelnick settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Will Wagner.
So up next for Toronto, Will Wagner. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Check swing, called strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. And the next pitch is way outside. And misses inside.
Count is full.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing
Now
the walk.
catcher,
Very gritty.
Alejandro Kirk.
2 on, 1 out. And now here is Alejandro Kirk. Flied to right his first time.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's two away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Walked his first time. And that's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. But it's offline. And they lead by 2.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
First and second, 2 outs. Ernie Clement digs in now. Right through there for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Base knock center field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
You're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here in Atlanta, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Sean Murphy. There's a strike.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's Jared Kelenic. First pitch misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one just
that
misses.
That's the ball. 2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And that one in the air center field. And that ends the inning. On to the fourth.
Leading off
Now
for
here
Toronto,
is
center
Nathan
fielder,
Lucas.
Nathan Lucas.
There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Now batting.
So the lineup
right
flips
fielder,
over,
George
and
Springer.
it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. A strikeout and a walk. Popped up. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Well, that's a frustrating
Now
end to the
batting,
at-bat for the
shortstop,
hitter right
Bo
there. I
Bichette.
mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Bichette in the box again. Takes a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer
0-1.
slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And the 0-2. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the Braves,
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Harris II.
First
Oh,
pitch
that's
just
high.
misses.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the
1-2
zone.
count.
Swing and a ball popped up. Bichette makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jerickson Profar.
Jerickson Profar next up for the Braves. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is Springer. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off.
Track 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The 0-2. And a good eye there.
Ball.
The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. That one lifted to left. Santander pulls it down. That is the inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. Blue Jays 2 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. Top five, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Anthony Santander.
Give it to him, Brave.
Sale back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A massive home run. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
Number 63 takes over on the mound.
Number 63.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Anderson Peralta.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. First offering, and it just misses. Check swing, and he held up. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Back to work, 3-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Arcia whips it to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Will Wagner. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
On the ground. Riley fires to first. That's out number 2.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
That one missed.
Ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And that's down and away. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. There's a strike, and the count is 3-1. And he pumps it a strike.
Count is full.
Fly ball down the line. Kelnick on the move. Makes the grab, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Truist Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
Matt Olson.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Braves, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That misses, and 1-1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And downstairs.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Here's Marcell Ozuna outside. Next one is off the plate, and the count is 2-0. Fastball for a strike. That's in there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
2 outs, base is empty. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Up and in. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Good eye in that spot.
Full count.
On the ground to first, and foul ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But They should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And he walked him.
Nope, ball
and
4.
that's their
Take your
first base runner of the game.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help
Up
him out and
next
make a
for the
call with that
Braves,
last pitch, but
catcher,
neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Murphy.
And it's fouled away. Next offering is in for a strike. Albies off of first with 2 away. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Guerrero makes the play, and that'll do it. One left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Jimenez, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Next pitch is outside. Foul ball. The 2-2. And that's
Ball.
Downstairs and outside.
You got a full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And they'll do it again. Here's a high chopper. Albies slings to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Let's get it going, Braves. Come on, Braves, let's go.
And there's a
No,
ball.
ball.
That one the other way. Makes the grab for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. And that's
That
off
missed. That's a
the
ball.
inside edge. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes. Here, what?
Hit in the air, left field. Profar hauls it in to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Atlanta,
Leading
where we
off
go
for the
bottom
Braves,
6.
right
Now
fielder,
Jared Kelman.
Jared Kelman.
Right
Yeah.
down to shoot. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. And ball
That's
one.
down. That's a ball.
One, two now. In the air out towards right center. And that is Springer. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fought off foul. The Braves still looking for their first hit in this one. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that call third strike.
Back to the top of the lineup. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And that
No, that
misses.
missed. That's the ball.
And the count is 1-1. The Blue Jays leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Left field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Daysbel Hernandez.
Daysbel Hernandez.
Here's George Springer to start it off.
Right fielder George Springer.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Dives and he can't hang on. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Late swing fouled off. Next offering is down low. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Strike him out.
The 1-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lunges, but can't make the catch. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. You know what they say. He couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
First and second, no outs. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses.
that missed.
Ball 1.
1-0.
Springer at second. Bichette on at first with nobody out. Next pitch,
No,
a slider
that's out.
that misses outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one in there across the letters.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering
Oh, that's out.
upstairs. First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Well, when you fall behind in the count,
Now
you've got to
batting,
come into the
first
zone, and
baseman,
then guys have a
Vladimir
better
Guerrero
chance of hitting the
Jr.
ball hard like he did right there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the next to hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
missed. That's a ball.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that one fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Swing and a foul out of play.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And now 2-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
This one pulled down the line. It's hammered. This one hooking. It's got a chance. Foul.
Oh, man, that's a tough one to swallow. Had the distance, just couldn't keep it fair. Imagine how great that feels running around the bases when you...
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And fouled off. One out, bases full. And that one fouled off. Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. That one missed. Bases loaded. One away. On the ground right side. Off balance feed. There's one. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Jurickson Profar. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
To the right side, Jimenez. On to first, and a quick out, number one.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them. This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt.
Here is Matt Olson. Still no hits on the board. One out away from taking the no-no into the eighth.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And that's in for a strike. And that's down and away.
Strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And that just misses.
That's the ball.
Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the pitch to Olson. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Braves. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching.
Dylan Lee gets the call from the pen.
Number 52. Dylan Lee.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Strike to the outside corner, and it's 0-1. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. First
That's the
pitch,
ball.
and he just misses. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. 1 for 3. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He circles the bases. It's 4-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Line drive. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Gosman back to work. And a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that one hammered. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Action in the pen down there. Nick Sandlin up and loosening in the pen. Swanson also getting ready. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Now batting.
Here is Ozzy Albies up to hit.
Albies.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
On the ground to the left. Clement over to first. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
This one popped up. Guerrero settles underneath it. Corrals it. And that will end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We go to the 9th, and here is George Springer. Lee, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. Outside low, and that is ball one.
1-0.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Dodd getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Perdomo also throwing. And a foul ball. The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. High fly ball out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. He's already homered in this game. And there's the strike. In the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Anthony
Two outs, base is
Santander.
empty. And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. He's already homered here in this one.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top of the ninth. That's off the mark. 1-1.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Two down, nobody on. Up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Wise to just
Vladimir
eat
Guerrero
that.
Jr.
Otherwise, you risk throwing it into the dugout.
So a man at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Santander, the runner at first with two gone. And a breaking ball misses outside. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Two and two. Hard hit right side. And that is that. So we'll head to the bottom of the ninth with a chance at history on the line. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to start the
54.
bottom of the ninth. Brendan Little.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now the right
Leading
fielder,
off for
Jared
the Braves,
Kelnick.
Right fielder,
Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. Three
Kelnick.
tough outs to get. That's outside,
out.
and it's 1-0. 3 outs from a no-hitter. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Now a screamer into the outfield. Lucas hauls it in, and there's one away. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. And he hits a ground ball right side. Guerrero steps on the bag, 2 up, 2 down. And now the toughest one is left to get, the final out to complete the no-hitter.
Yeah, and not much we can say anymore. Everyone knows what this situation is, and he's so close, Boog, he can taste it.
And the no-hit bid comes down to this. 1 more out to get. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. And that's a 2-out double. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ballgame.
Profar.
Profar in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Little is just 1 strike away. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.